Welcome to Shots from the Foul Line podcast, a metaphorical nod to both the game of basketball and the unpredictable nature of life. Join your hosts Vic and Dustin as they dive into their unique experiences, ideas, and philosophies while discussing a range of sports topics and storylines. Shots from the Foul Line reflects their journeys of taking life shots, one conversation at a time.
All right, welcome back, Shots from the Foul Line podcast. So we are wrapping up our year. It is the holiday season. And I gotta say something. I was watching this guy online just talk about how he plans his year every year, and he's like, I do one big goal every year. He's like, doesn't matter what it is, but it needs to be one big goal. He's like, for example, starting a podcast. I was like, that's it. We got it. We had our goal this year. We did it. We actually launched a podcast. The fact that he used that as his first example was hysterical, but 100% on point. You and I kicked this off. We're having a great time with it. And anybody who uses Spotify for music religiously like I do, at the end of the year, you get this recap of all the music you listen to. And it's interesting because you don't pay attention to it throughout the year. And then it kind of breaks down like in terms of how big of a fan you are of certain people and who you spend all your time listening to and things like that. Well, they did that for our podcast. And I am pleasantly surprised and delighted to share this with everybody because we got a bit of an award here. This is pretty freaking cool. So, yep. And it says you might want to frame this. We're going to do better than frame this. We're going to put it in our episode and post it. So
there's three awards.
Yeah, so pretty cool stuff. So Instant Hit Show, your debut season was more popular than 86% of other new shows. That's impressive. And here's the thing too, is there's podcasts starting left and right. I feel like there's all kinds of podcasts out there. So the fact that we started off with a bang says a lot. It says that we kind of tapped into, I think, the right subject. And it's something you and I, we can easily talk about, which is great. So
right.
Awesome start there. Our second award, we received more comments than 96% of other shows. Now, of course, this is all about our fans, right? Obviously, we have some loved ones out there who listen to us. They're making comments. We've got friends. We got family. We got coworkers out there. So thank you to all of you for obviously helping us along the way and providing feedback. I would love to see us increase our comments next year. We love the engagement. We love the feedback. But again, just an awesome, awesome award. And then the last one, most shared. So again, this is all about you guys and sharing the fact that you enjoy listening to our show. So we received more shares than 96% of other shows. That's impressive. Now, either our listeners are just very, willing to share what they like and maybe other people aren't, or they just really like our stuff. So, hey, super exciting. I thought that was amazing. Definitely wanted to share that with everybody. Really cool thing to see.
That's great. I mean, we keep pushing it out, and we enjoy doing it.
Yeah, so, I mean, what a great surprise too. Like,
yeah,
wasn't expecting that at all.
Not when we first started. I mean, when we first started, we're like, we'll see what happens. And,
oh, for sure. I mean, even then, we got a healthy amount of followers. We've got some, loyal listeners. But when you compare it to all the podcasts on Spotify, that's quite impressive.
That's pretty doggone good.
All right, Vic. So we have to start with college football. Now, let's start with the good news before we get into the crazy drama of things.
Yeah.
So I say good news. Not so great for you, unfortunately.
Oh, okay, good.
But let's just talk about your team. Let's talk about the Ohio State Buckeyes. They lost their conference championship.
Yep.
Hard-fought game. Kind of just walk us through that. What did you see that you think you guys did well? Some areas you need to improve to make sure you guys advance in the playoffs.
Red zone. Ooh. They need to improve in the red zone. I mean, that's one thing that hurt them. They had fourth and 1 from the 5, and the quarterback, instead of him, he had a wide open space to the end zone, and instead of him running, he decided he wanted to try to throw it.
Ouch.
And threw it to a tight end who was well covered. I mean, not, I'm not taking nothing away from Indiana. Their defense played good. Both defenses played good. That was that play. Another time, Ohio State had a chance to actually tie the game, and the kicker, who's been pretty spot on all season, missed a 30-yard field goal. I mean, it wasn't even like it looked like he had his shoes on the wrong foot. It wasn't even close, bro. I mean, I'm like, so I mean, I think then again, you know what the sad about it is, the coach wasn't even mad about it. He's got that calm confidence because he know they could have very and even I've heard even commentators say Ohio State should have won that game and very easily could have won. So I'm thinking if they meet him again, they'll beat him. They will beat him.
Yeah, I mean a 13-10 game, obviously a lot of defense, and a 3-point game. It could have gone either way for any team. I think your guys' challenge, which again, I mean personally, I wouldn't be too upset with this loss. You guys, it's tough going undefeated the entire season. It's tough starting at number one the entire season in the offseason and keeping it through the whole playoffs. But
Right.
not scoring the second half, that's where I'd kind of be like, whew, let's revisit what happened there. That's just not like you guys at all. That's pretty crazy.
I mean,
2/4 of the score is pretty nuts.
defense and penalties. I mean, man, it was like I said. I'm not taking nothing away from Indiana. Their defense is they're still good and they're really good. And Ohio State quarterback, he had only been sacked 5 times all season. He got sacked 5 times last Saturday.
It's tough, man. I mean, we've been talking about Indiana. They're a tough team. This is a heck of a team. And what's funny is I saw a very funny interview with the coach when he first came to Indiana, and it was just something like, you know, what do you want like kids out there to know? All I do is win. And dude, he's turned him into a powerhouse all of a sudden. It's pretty wild.
He's turning into it, but you know what? Their quarterback, he's gone after the season, so we'll see what happens.
That's college for you. Yeah.
We'll see what happens next year. I mean, he's probably going to win the Heisman Trophy.
Well, Indiana might be able to recruit a bunch of players from Michigan. You know, we'll get to that in a second. So let's talk about the other teams and the seeding, because the seeding was the big news, right, coming out of really the conference championship. So
Right.
Georgia destroys Alabama.
Yep.
They still finish at number 9. They're in the playoffs. You've got, Tulane and James Madison winning their conferences, so they're automatically in, despite being ranked, overall,
People
20th and 24th.
People hate that. They hate that. Right?
It's tough, right? They're gonna get blown out, which it sucks.
Of course. James Madison is playing Oregon.
Yeah.
In Eugene.
Yeah. So two big things, right? One, Alabama getting blown out by Georgia and still being in the top 10. That's kind of wild. And then Notre Dame. Now, Notre Dame has been ranked inside the top 10 the entire season.
Yep.
Hasn't lost, and they get pushed out of the top 10 and finish 11th. Now, you haven't really been happy with their ranking throughout the entire season based on some early losses. So let me hear your take, and we'll kind of talk about what everybody else is saying.
Well, I mean, Miami deserved. Okay, if you go, so they were asking them what took them so long to put Miami ahead of them. Miami beat them head to head. They did beat Notre Dame head. That's 1 or 2 losses that they got. Yeah, Miami had some ugly losses in there too, but they did beat Notre Dame, and so it was like people were like, well, why should Notre Dame be in there? I think they're not even a conference.
So that's the crazy thing, right? So they choose to not be in a conference, so therefore they don't play in the conference championship. If they would have, they absolutely had a huge chance of getting the playoffs, right? Because they probably would have won.
Possibly.
My problem with it is Miami and Notre Dame didn't play in a conference championship.
Right.
They didn't have a final victory to push themselves above the other person.
Right.
So that to me is weird, because now it's like your rankings throughout the entire season meant nothing if you're just going to willy-nilly move Miami above them at the very end with no specific loss that would drive that, right? That's my only problem with it. Now, head-to-head, I mean, they were literally like almost identical across the board, but Miami beat them.
Right.
So I agree. They should be ahead of them. Notre Dame shot themselves in their foot by not being part of a conference. They think they didn't need to. I just don't like that you're suddenly with no. It's not a
Yeah.
football related decision
Right.
in reality. Because if it was,
Well,
it would have happened earlier, right?
but did you see what happened at the end?
Well, you mean with Notre Dame?
Yeah, decided that they're not going to go play in a bowl game because they didn't make the playoffs.
So
Well, my
now,
thing is, what
go
about the
ahead. You know,
seniors?
yeah, go ahead. That's
What
yeah.
what about the seniors? They don't get a chance to go out for in the bowl game.
I mean, this was a very selfish, like school decision in my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, seniors, anybody, but any player. You have a Heisman Trophy candidate. He doesn't get a chance to play in a bowl game. Like,
Right.
just wow. And I mean, you get money playing in the bowl game. The players get all kinds of cool swag. It's an experience. They would have the best bowl game outside of the playoffs. It blows my mind. Like I don't, and it's crazy because all the commentators, all the analysts are like, "Wow, they're basically throwing a little tantrum that they
Yeah.
caused. They caused themselves to
Yeah.
be in this position because they chose not to be in a conference." And obviously, they lose earlier on in the season, but
Right.
yeah, it is so unfair to the players. Like, what
It
is
is.
going on? Like, I mean, I'm sure the players were aligned with the coach in the sense that, yeah, we feel like we deserve to be here and we're gonna stand our ground. But in reality, that's messed up, man. I'd be if I was a parent,
I'll be mad.
furious. I'd be
So what's
like,
I mean, you saying you're trying to prove a point. What's the logic behind it? I mean,
exactly. To your point, what point are you gonna make? Because nobody agrees with you, and it's not gonna
no.
change anything at all.
Well,
And
go ahead.
not only do people not agree with you, they are very against how you handle this whole thing.
Right.
So-
Texas, they didn't make it, but they're playing in the bowl game.
Yeah.
They're going to the bowl game. They didn't like it because they didn't make it, but they didn't cancel to say, "Oh, no, we're not going to play in the bowl game." No.
Well, and that's a perfect example. They should have not lost 3 games for Texas, right? I mean, Bama, and that's where Bama's kind of a weird thing, right? Like you lose 3 games.
And they still got in.
You
I
got
mean,
in.
I mean, if you go to the playoff thing, I don't agree with that one.
Yeah, especially when you lose to Georgia by a
yeah,
large margin.
Got crushed.
So yeah, I mean, it's pretty wild. I don't think anybody expected that. And out of all that craziness, that's still not the craziest thing that's come out of college football in the last few days.
No.
So let's just kind of talk. Let's talk through the bracket. How you feeling about your team? You guys got the bye, which here's the funny thing is I think last year
Everybody got the bye law.
Not just lost, they did horrible. So, like, what is your thoughts on that? Because that's weird.
I think, my thoughts on that. I think the motivation is gonna be for them. They lost to Indiana, and so they get the winner of A&M, Miami, and then so if they get the winner of that, so then they're gonna play in the Cotton Bowl. So my thing is, go and take care of business there. Then they get to come to the festival. Then I get to go see them.
See, I'd be way more comfortable if my team just lost and then we had a bye.
Exactly.
Right? That I would be okay with. Like, okay,
exactly.
let's circle the wagons. Let's figure out. I mean, we didn't score in the second half. We got planning to do. We got some injuries that are trying to recoup here, recover. But that history of last year would worry me if I was one of these teams that's won and is sitting there with a bye. Like Texas Tech, like that's bad.
Their defense is Texas Tech defense is they led the NCAA in takeaways.
Yeah, that's wild. They've been playing great.
They have been playing good.
So let's obviously say your team's going to get to the championship. So who are you going to put there alongside of them? Who do you think is going to
who do I hope?
Let's say who open. Who do you think?
I'm hoping it's Indiana.
Yeah, you want payback. For sure.
Yeah, of course. I want it to be Indiana, but on their side, they have a little tougher bracket on that side because they have Texas Tech, Oregon's over there. So I'm thinking if Indiana faces off against Texas Tech, they're probably not going to make it.
Yeah, you know what's funny is I forget her name, but some of the analyst was just talking about, hey, you know what? Wouldn't it be interesting if they gave the number 1 overall seed the option of seeding themselves? Like that would be a nice benefit because outside of the bye, you don't really have any other advantage to everybody else, even though you're the number 1 seed. So Yeah, I think that would be a great little incentive. Like, hey, you can place yourself in this bracket wherever you want based off of that first possible matchup.
Why would you want to be? I mean, my thing is don't duck no one. If you're going to be if you're going to and you want to win a championship, if you want to be the best, then you go play the best.
And you will eventually play the best is the
Exactly.
assumption. But
Yes.
you don't want one of these just weird one-off games that happen to you the first round is my point. Like, I mean, honestly, Alabama, Oklahoma, yeah, I mean, Indiana's defense is not going to lose, but I'm just saying you never know. It could be a weird thing. So it was just an interesting idea. I thought
I'll read the thing where they lost. They said potentially may have lost one their best defensive player.
Oh, wow.
No, guess how he hurt his knee, bro.
What's that?
Guess how he hurt his knee.
How?
Celebrating the championship win.
Oh Lord! Haven't these kids watch? Was it Grammatica? Not Grammatica. Del Greco.
Yeah.
Come on, man! You can't get carted off the field because you're celebrating. Come on.
No,
Jeez.
it was Grammatica. It was Grammatica.
Was it Grammatica?
He tore his knee up. Remember?
Yes. Come on, dude.
But bro,
that's pretty bad.
Hey,
I mean, in college, that'd be really embarrassing.
It was the Cardinals.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. What's funny about the Cardinals, real fast before we'll finish college football, but since you mentioned them, they just came out with a report. They have the most beer drinking fans in the entire NFL. And hey, no surprise there. If I had to watch that every Sunday, I would be
drunk to do it. Why wouldn't?
Yeah, for sure. Makes total sense. And if you've ever been to a Cardinal game, you've seen at least one fight. It makes even more sense.
Yeah, the players.
All right. So the craziest news that caught everybody extremely off guard: Sharon Moore, Michigan's former head coach. He's been in position there for 2 years now, but he's been with the team for like 8 to 10, I think, so quite a while. Crazy. So he gets fired, he gets arrested, and now all the information's coming out. And this is wild, dude. So married, 3 kids. This guy is not sleeping with, he is full on dating this staffer. At the time, I don't even know what she was exactly, but he ends up promoting her to like an assistant coach of some sort, where her income goes from like 45 grand to 90 grand. But he's been dating her for a year or two, or like quite a long time. Apparently, he knocked her up. She got pregnant. He forced her to have an abortion, apparently. I mean, just the news is coming out about this is insane, right?
It is.
So apparently they started hearing some stuff. Some things were reported by like anonymous people, and she breaks up with him because I think she kind of sees a writing on the wall that things are about to start coming out. She breaks up with him, and he freaks out. He's texting her, he's calling her, he's blowing her up. She's ignoring him. He shows up at her house, forces his way in, and then threatens to hurt himself in front of her. And she calls the cops. He ends up getting arrested. He's got multiple charges against him. They've got him on a crazy bond. They've got a freaking GPS tag on his ankle because they're afraid he might run or something. I mean, dude.
Is he out now?
I think he is, because there's only like a $2,500 bond for bail. But everybody, like, dude, Rich Eisen's a Michigan guy, and he knows him, right? Like, he spent time with him. His family spent time with this guy. Everybody who knows this guy is just like, what the hell? Like, what? I mean, it goes to show you just never really know what's going on with people, but dude, I mean, Michigan is a big program.
Right.
This is like, all the alumni are freaking out.
Well, my thing is this, bro. The thing of it is, I mean, it's very serious. It's very, very serious. I mean, nothing, I'm not going to make light of that. I think about him. I mean, you think about what he done, but you also
think about his kids.
Think about his kids.
Jesus.
Think about his kids and his wife. His wife was totally blindsided.
I mean, dude, I mean, I wouldn't even know what to do with that. No. And then you're the spouse and you've got kids to try to protect, and this is everywhere. This is, I mean, luckily Moore is a common last name, right? But everybody in that town, I'm sure, knows you as the coach's kids
But bro,
because
when
he's
his kids go to
famous
school, like
there.
you're saying, his
Yeah,
kids go to school, and they're going to hear it.
dude,
Because yeah,
wild,
that is
wild.
that's very wild. And then they talk about Jim Harbaugh said he's still trying to grasp the whole thing. And man, like I said, I'm not going to make light about that, bro, because I mean it. What he did was inexcusable. Number
Yeah,
one, yeah,
there's nothing funny about it. It's just
no,
shocking.
it's
Like there's
very
just,
very shocking.
I mean, you just can't plan for this kind of crap. It's
No, I
nuts.
mean, yeah, I
And
mean,
I mean, it makes me think of in a different way, but it makes me think of Tiger Woods. The ability to live two lives for a long period of time. I mean, obviously Tiger's stuff went on a long time, but be able to do that with, I don't even understand it. I really
right.
don't. I don't even know how you can be mentally capable, have the capacity to do all these things while having a family and a career. And it just, dude,
Why would you want to? That's the problem. Is why would you want to? I
dude.
mean, you got okay. You're sitting there saying that your wife is your number one. She's your everything. But come on, bro.
Well, anybody will say something to the camera when it's in their face, right? Unfortunately. But man, and the crazy thing is, I think initially people were thinking like, oh, this is just kind of like hearsay. These are rumors. No, the girl went to the college and she pretty much told them everything.
At first, they said at first she denied it,
Yeah.
and then changed her story like the next day.
Well, yeah, I think after he showed up at her door and like forced himself in, she's like, oh yeah, no, this is
Yeah.
wild. So that's college football for you in a nutshell right now.
Yeah, but the thing of it is, what are the recruits that he got? What are they going to do?
That's what I was saying. They could go to Indiana, but
That's what I'm saying.
that's why the alumni guys are saying like they need to figure out a new coach now. Like
Yeah.
before the end of the year, they need to let everybody know who it's going to be,
Right.
so these kids have some time, right?
Well,
And
their quarterback, he's from Louisiana, so they already recruiting him to come.
oh,
Okay, hey man, come on back home to LSU. Come back home
yeah,
to LSU.
I bet he is. All right, so yeah, college football crazy. Playoff time, it's awesome. NFL, okay, NFL's crazy because you and I talk about this every week. These teams are so unpredictable. I can't stand the unpredictability of these teams. It's driving me nuts. Last night, we're gonna start with last night because most recent game, the Bucks. And you look back, what, a month ago, they beat us. They were looking real solid. They're talking about Mayfield for MVP possibly, and then they stumbled. They stumbled the last several weeks.
Stumble.
Last night,
They staggering. Stumble. Ain't no stumble.
last night was the epitome of that, where they end up losing. So they're up significantly with 9 minutes to go. They give up
Right.
2 touchdowns and a game-winning field goal. And yeah, obviously their coach went off, but
to the Falcons.
to the Falcons. I mean, Cousins went off. He threw 373 and 3 touchdowns, so he obviously had a great game. But again, you're the Bucks. Your defense should be a lot better than that, for one.
You would think.
And the crazy thing is, he threw all 3 touchdowns to one guy. Like, double cover him or something. Like, come on, dude. Okay. Kyle Pitts Sr., 11 of 12 targets. You guys just leave him open the whole game? Like, you guys just say, no, do your thing? Like, what is going on?
We don't want to cover you, dude. You go ahead and have yourself a game.
Yeah, and again, I don't know. I'm sure some of it has to do with the specific formations, and they're probably playing zone, so it's not necessarily somebody's man, and he's just picking them apart. But at the end of the day, you guys got to do something. You got to do something to stop this guy.
But that's not even the craziest story in the NFL.
Well, let me say this, because you brought this up a few weeks ago with the Cardinals, and you talked about their penalties. So, do you know how many penalties the Falcons had last night?
Don't tell me they broke the record.
19 penalties, and they still won. They still won. 19 penalties, 125 yards, and they won. Only the Cardinals are gonna break, have that record and lose still, right?
Well, but that's still the most bizarre story.
Yeah, you jump into that one. Go right
The
ahead.
most bizarre story is the Colts signed 44-year-old Philip Rivers.
Okay. At surface level, it's crazy,
Bro,
but when you dive a little bit deeper into it, it's not as crazy. There's a reason why they went for him.
what did they?
He's worked with that coach. He was running the same. Here's the funny thing. He's running the same offense at his kid's high school team. So he's been working that offense the past few seasons in high school. But dude, 2020.
He's still 44,
He hasn't played since 2020.
bro. He's still 44 years old.
I mean, talk about a team that's hurting. That's pretty wild.
Well, I mean, if they're gonna do all that, they should have went and got Joe Montana.
And what's crazy is the Colts were looking unbeatable. See, same thing, dude. A team that just looked amazing. They look like they're killing it, and they've stumbled. They're 8-5 now. They've got Daniel Jones injured, Anthony Richardson injured. They got a Riley Leonard and a Brett Rippin on the roster.
And
And Mr. Rivers. So, dude, so wild. I mean, here's a funny thing to me. And Tom Brady's a bit of an anomaly, but I guarantee he can still throw the ball.
yeah,
Like,
look,
you played that long at that level, you can still chuck the ball. And
you think about something. Tom Brady played. He had a good line. They rarely touched Tom Brady.
well, yeah, and they protected him as much as they could.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So,
Well, as sad as
right.
this is, Tom Brady was mobile compared to Rivers.
well, now they got, what they say, old man Riverwalk.
Oh, dude, concrete boots, buddy. This guy, he's joking about it, though. He's seriously like, well, they know where I'm going to be. I'm not moving. So he's like, but in all honesty, I didn't really move when I was playing either. So not much has changed.
He better get that ball out quick, man.
Oh, dude.
I mean, yeah.
I would not. Well, what's funny is they made a joke about Aikman. So they were all talking, and Aikman's there as part of the broadcast. And, hey, Troy, have you gotten a call yet? Have you gotten a call about going out there? And I'm looking at Troy like, he looks like he's in great shape. He's not going to want to take a hit,
No.
but he looks like he's in great shape.
Troy had too many concussions.
Oh, dude, I would hate to take a hit at that age.
Yeah.
But even 40, dude, Philip Rivers, that's...
Bro, that's what I'm saying. He's 44, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. He should be enjoying his kids. And he said he had a grandchild.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, dude. So let's dive into this bet that I know I'm not going to lose, especially now.
Not now.
Cowboys suck. I already called it. Lions tore them up. They gave up 3 touchdowns to Gibbs on the ground. They're 6-1. They don't stand it. I mean, I guess they have a snowball.
Slight chance.
It was 19%. It's probably more like 7% now, maybe. I don't know the math around it all, but yeah, dude. But some of these games are just I don't know what's going on with these teams.
I was pulling for you, bro.
Yeah, I'm sure you were. I'm sure you would love to see me in a cowboy outfit.
That's what I was pulling for.
But dude, we talk about the Bucks. They lost to the Saints last week, and then they go in and lose to the Falcons. The Jaguars are coming out of nowhere, and what's crazy is they lost their number 1 draft pick. He's hurt for the season, and they're having a great season still.
Right.
I know he was a rookie, but still, that's huge.
We think about, like I said, we've been talking about the Chiefs lost.
Yes, so sad, just so hard.
I know, you're heartbroken.
Love them Texans. That was a great game to watch, man. Great game to watch, and to watch him throw that many picks. Granted, at least the last 2 of the 3 probably weren't his fault. One definitely wasn't. Freaking Kelsey just like threw it up in the air and said, "Hey guys, go ahead, have it. It's all yours."
He looked pretty good today.
Yeah. He looked great handing the ball off to the other team. But dude, like then the Bears lose to the Packers after beating the Cowboys. The Ravens.
That was a heck of a game. I watched that Packers Bears game.
Yeah, it was back to back. I mean, they're just going at each other, which you expect. That's a hell of a rivalry. But the Ravens, what is going on? What happened?
Who knows? I mean, what happened there? Lamar just injuries. Lost and same thing with us. Injuries, bro.
Yeah, but we're keeping it alive at least.
That wasn't even it. the most bizarre game, the Rams got beat by the Panthers.
Dude, I was so happy to see that. We just beat the Panthers, and then they go
Yeah.
to the Rams, and they beat the Rams. I was
Right.
like, my guy Devin is a huge Panther fan. So, of course, I was talking smack to him the week before. And then I was cheering them on. I was like, let's go Panthers. Let's get this. Unbelievable. I mean, of course, the Rams destroyed the Cardinals shortly thereafter. But, dude, these teams, I don't know what they're doing, man. It's crazy.
Right. I mean, am I happy the Rams lost? It's no for one reason. My parlay.
Oh, God, they got you, didn't they? Ooh, that's
They
a
did.
tough one. Nobody would bet that. I mean,
I
honestly,
did.
it's like betting the Saints over the Bucks. Who would take the Saints? Come on. Actually, what was funny about that Saints game
Who would
is,
take the Saints? They won.
again, their third win. But what was crazy is somebody showed the bet they made on the quarterback, the rookie quarterback, to score 2 touchdowns. He has no rushing touchdowns this season. He runs 2 in, and the guy bet $250 to win $25,000. I swear, these people know things. Time travelers or some nonsense.
Yeah, they know something already. Inside information.
All right, so this week we already started again with the Bucks losing, which again was wild. Browns and Bears. You know what? Here's what's cool about the Browns is they're still an interesting team. I still want to watch their games for 2 reasons. Shedeur Sanders,
Yep.
great to see what he's doing. I think he's actually playing well, dude. And Myles Garrett, man, what is he gonna have? 30 freaking sacks? Like, good
That's a
lord,
monster. Bro.
unbelievable.
So, okay, since you brought the Browns up. Why did he take him out for the 2-point conversion, bro? He brought them all the way back.
Oh God. Here's what's weird to me is the scrutiny. Like, your season's over. Let him have every opportunity that you can give him to test him.
Right.
But knowing that if you do something weird like that and pull him out of the game for the 2-point conversion that can win the game for you, even if it didn't fail,
Right.
because your win doesn't really matter. If it doesn't, no matter what happened, you're going to have some crazy scrutiny. Some really interesting questions like, dude, do you really hate this guy or what are you doing?
Oh, dude, they roasted Stefanski. Wow.
And what a horrible play call anyways, on top of that. Like, what was that play call?
They wrote that play. That's one of them kind you right over in the sand. Hey, we're going to try this play right here.
Oh, dude, there were so many Waterboy memes about that play call. Like, oh my gosh, this is terrible.
But Shedeur had a good game, bro. He threw for over 300 yards.
He's playing well, man. He's making good decisions. He's moving it with his feet.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, Stefanski, I don't get the guy. Like, weird decision there.
I don't know, man. I don't know, to me, he just did not like Shedeur.
And I think his job is clearly on the line. Like, why
His
continue
job
to
should have been on the line. He should have been gone last year.
Well, we know about firing coaches in the NFL. It's costly, man. It costs money. You got to pay these guys even when they're gone. It's crazy.
But just like college. College is the same way in college.
Yeah, it's wild. The money they had to still pay out.
Bro.
All right, so this week, which is crazy, we're already in week 15. This season's going way too fast, dude. I mean,
the year is going fast.
Yeah, we're 13 days out of Christmas? Insane.
Yeah.
Again, the Browns game against the Bears. The Bears are again an NFC favorite in my mind. Browns are just interesting to watch for those 2 reasons. I mean, dude, Ravens and Bengals. 2 years ago, that would have been a hell of a matchup. 6-7 versus 4-9. Stinker. Nobody cares about that.
No.
Chargers should beat the Chiefs. They need to beat the Chiefs. I don't know if they will beat the Chiefs.
But who's their quarterback now?
Yeah, I don't know who's their quarterback.
Herbert's,
either, dude.
You do know who's there.
Do I?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, is it
Trey Lance.
It is Trey. Wow, that's gonna be funny. I forgot he left Dallas.
Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting. I will pick KC to win that game. no offense, Trey Lance, but even with Herbert, I don't know that they would have necessarily won that game. But that'll be interesting. I mean, I hope he has a good game. I hope because he's not going to have too many more chances for sure. So I hope he has a good game.
No, you don't. You
Huh?
really don't.
I
You really
do.
don't.
Dude, I hate seeing these guys come out of college with all the hype and they just their career goes nowhere. It's
Well, the thing of it
sucks.
is,
Sucks to see, to
you
be honest.
plan at South Dakota State or wherever you come from. Not even the same level of competition. I mean, yeah, you put up gaudy
First of all,
numbers there.
none of that is his fault.
No.
It's our fault for drafting him so damn high. But you know,
Who did we pass over to take him?
I don't want to know.
No. I'm serious.
You want
I'm
to
trying to
know?
figure out-
Oh,
I'm trying to figure out who did we pass over to take Trey Lance?
oh, geez, let's look. Let me get my assistant to pull that up. We got a special assistant working on these things right here.
Yeah, okay.
2021 draft. Let's see. Oh, Trevor Lawrence. Well, Zach Wilson was a bust pretty much too.
They could have drafted Trevor Lawrence.
Well, no, Trevor Lawrence went 1. We got 3. So we could have got Jamar Chase. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh, wow. I mean, Kyle Pitts is a heck of a tight end too. Not that we needed him, but
well, they could have put him on the other side of Kittle.
Jamar Chase, that would have been.
Wow.
I mean, even Pat Surtain the second would have been a hell of a cornerback to have. Devontae Smith has had a decent career so far.
He has.
Dude, Micah Parsons.
Yeah. Oh.
Jeez.
Hey, Parsons on one side, Bosa on the other side.
You know, it's funny. You know who went number 15 overall?
Who?
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones.
So we got him anyways. Let's see who else is just big. I mean, a couple of running backs in there, but dude, I mean, those are the two ones. Frickin' Micah Parsons or Jamar Chase, and we took Trey Lance.
Yeah, right.
Wow. Hit and miss.
At number 3.
At number 3, not just the first round.
Number
Third
3
overall.
Well, yeah.
Ouch.
Bro.
Bills Patriots will be probably the game of the week, I gotta say. And
Playing where?
it's in Foxborough. So,
bro, that's all.
I would have picked the Patriots to win anyways, but
Why?
dude, they are freaking solid, man. Drake May's having obviously the best year of his career probably for quite some time. I don't think he'll have this kind of a consistent season. I mean, maybe he'll keep it up, but he's having a hell of a season. And their defense. Right. And the Bills are just, you don't know what team you're going to get. They lost to Miami. Any team that lost to Miami, I don't trust. It's just the way it is.
They don't. That game with Cincinnati was good, but them last week, Buffalo and Cincinnati.
Oh, yeah. So, Packers, Broncos, that'll be a really good matchup.
What are they playing at?
They're in Denver.
Ooh.
So, it'll be a tough one for Packers.
Broncos possibly win that one.
I can see them winning that one. They're undefeated at home. God.
It's always the first time for a loss, bro.
Come on, Lions. We got to get the Lions to beat the Rams, dude. Come on, Lions.
Where they playing at? LA?
Yeah.
That's
and of course, we got the Titans, which I'm happy we had the bye. The bye obviously was a good timing for us in terms of just overall health and a break. We come out of the bye against the Titans. We should be able to win this game.
Yeah, we should be able to beat the Titans.
We need to get out of there completely healthy, though. We can't lose anybody else.
And then we got the Bears.
That could be a tough one.
They're playing in San Francisco.
Home field matters, but
it's at home, bro.
Still,
I think that they can beat the Bears. And
actually, we've got the Colts after the Titans. That was the one I was more worried about before all these injuries to their team. But so play Trey Lance, or no, not Trey Lance. If we play Phillip Rivers, I don't think he's going to last more than 1 week.
Could you imagine? If they get to the game, he's there,
dude.
If I was Robert Saleh, I would blitz everybody.
Oh, all day, every day. Like, dude, I'm going for 10 sacks. We're going to try and get 10 sacks. Yeah. Not that I want to hurt the guy, but we'll just, let's take him out.
Think about something. You think that he is Robert Saleh, if they gave out an award for best defensive coach, he should get it, bro.
Dude, with the injuries we've had?
Yes.
Absolutely. I mean, you and I are still critical of our defense, but again, he's pieced these guys together with freaking duct tape and chewing gum. Like, come on, this is not the defense that he signed up to run.
He's MacGyvered that defense.
Yes, so I agree with you, especially if we win 3 of the last 4.
If we win Sunday, we're 10-4.
Yeah. I mean, here's the crazy thing. Our division, man. I mean, obviously, we have to win the last game of the season against Seattle.
Right.
And we have to have the Rams lose a little bit. But, we'll see. We split the head-to-head with the Rams. So.
And they beat Seattle the first time.
Yeah. So
in Seattle.
We'll see how it goes, man. But, I mean, I'm optimistic. I just, again, the healthiness thing.
But you know who's playing out of their mind also?
Who?
Seattle receiver Smith and Jigba.
Oh, he was leading the league. What was crazy is he was leading the league by a far margin in total yards, and then he only had like 60 yards the next game. Right. And he was obviously still in the lead, but yeah, he's
having
for sure. All right, so NFL full steam ahead. We're closing out the season. Hopefully, we'll finish strong, dude. 3 of the last 4 games at home is just amazing. Like, love that schedule.
They should win all 3.
We should.
I mean, 4.
Well,
this win all 3 at home.
If we lost to the Colts, in India,
there's no
that's
way.
Fine. But
you shut down a running game. They got Jonathan Taylor. You shut him down.
Yeah, I would do with no quarterback. Yeah, I would be shocked if that was an issue.
Well, you can't really say shocked the way the NFL is going this year. It would shock no one.
True. Hey, so I do want to dive into this, which I think we may have talked about maybe once or so before, NASCAR. And, of course, the only reason why I want to bring up NASCAR is because the one and only true GOAT of the NBA took on NASCAR. I mean, an unbelievable move, and only a true GOAT could pull this off. Dude, I mean, just Jordan's entire idea and willingness to step into that world,
right?
Which is very much historically just a certain type of individual who runs that world and who's part of that world. And for him to step in there, and granted, he's got money, but still.
He's got a partner also.
Yeah. But again, and then to take them on in an antitrust suit is incredible. And I heard somewhere crazy of he spent $30+ million dealing with this suit.
They settled it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They settled it. And again, obviously he didn't get everything he wanted. And he spoke to that. He spoke about, obviously it's about compromise. And, I didn't want to tear down this institution that is NASCAR and the history of it. But at the same time, things needed to change.
But you know why? One of the main reasons? Because he felt like he's been discriminated.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because think about it, his racer. I mean, we did talk about this.
Yeah.
When he won the race, he didn't even get his whole salary. They took a good chunk of his salary. Why did they?
Pretty crazy, dude. I mean, again, the fact that somebody can step in, and obviously it takes somebody like a Michael Jordan plus partners to do this, but to step into a world that has been around a long time and is ingrained in how it runs and who runs it, and say, this is basically like a monopoly. You guys have basically prevented any kind of real competition with how you guys manage this in terms of fairness and all these things like that. Dude, that takes a lot of balls and confidence to go in there and make that move. And I'm just super excited to see that they walked out of there with change, right? Not everything, obviously, but again, I don't think he expected to win everything, but again, enough to say that they both are walking away with things that they wanted to change and things they didn't want to see change. Right. And I would assume the sport will be a lot better for it. I think anytime you look at competition and you can enhance the opportunity, the level, and the diversity of the competition, you're walking away in a better place, right? So,
right.
Pretty incredible, pretty impressive, dude.
I mean, like I said, it is Michael Jordan, so
Yeah,
he
it is.
has the resources. He got the lawyers lined up, so
Well, it's just funny to me. Like, so what do you do when you retire? Oh, I'm going to become like a +3 handicap, have my own golf course, and then dive into NASCAR.
buy me a basketball team.
Yeah, dive into that. Yeah, well, buy a basketball team, sell it for 10x return on my investment, and then go dive into NASCAR and just overhaul that entire sport, basically. So all right, NBA. We can finish with the NBA. I don't know who you liking so far, other than the Thunder, because they just clearly can't lose. They're on a
My
16-game win
bro,
streak.
they see honestly, bro. They watching him, bro. They seem like they're unbeatable. I mean, there are no weaknesses on that team. None.
Dude, it's yeah.
I mean, I think that they're probably going to shatter the all-time record as far as losses, wins and losses. I mean, they're just rolling, dude.
SGA says he wants it,
Yeah,
and I mean that's a hell of a team to take down.
they're still doing it.
I mean, of course they got to win the whole thing afterwards too. You
Well,
can't
that's
just
quite
you
true.
can't be the Patriots and go undefeated and then lose and not win the whole thing. So it's about the end of the season, not the regular season. But
right.
I get it, and they're killing it, dude. Their point differential 17.4. I'm sorry, I can't even say that with a straight face. There is one other team that's a double-digit point differential, and it's Houston, and they're 10.2.
Right.
That's wild. That's wild, dude. Yeah, they're killing it. I was gonna bring up the Lakers. Just you're a Cleveland guy, so
They're struggling right now.
well, let's talk about LeBron because he continues to hit headlines for not the right reasons in my mind.
Right.
So let's just say you're a huge LeBron fan. You love his legacy. Are you trying to tell him just to hang it up? Like at this point, like just
I mean,
let's just call it a career.
they're blaming him for the right now. They're blaming him for the downfall of the Lakers. They said
Well,
that he's not meant-
real Laker fans are definitely blaming him.
Right.
Absolutely. But look, if you're a LeBron fan, so let's take the Lakers side out of it. But just a LeBron fan, don't you want him just say, you know what? Like it's like
Yeah.
saying Jordan in a Washington jersey. You're just like, oh, really, dude?
Bro.
Like, dude, Jerry Rice. Like seeing him play in Seattle and Oakland. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, the Raiders.
Seriously,
Remember Jerry Rice when he played for the Raiders?
dude. I mean, we saw it a lot with the 49ers because they all went somewhere else,
Right.
unfortunately. But yeah, I just seeing that game against Phoenix where he's sitting down there chatting up the freaking Suns bench while his coach is yelling at him, ignoring his coach, just blah, 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 just not even paying attention. Just like, and then just some of the stuff where he's just falling on the ground. And I mean, granted, he made the assist to win the game. I think against Phoenix. I think it was that same game maybe, but
No, that was against that was the Toronto Raptors.
okay. But I mean, dude, I would just say let's just call it a career, man. Like nobody's gonna catch you
No.
in anything if you're worried about the longevity records.
Father Time's undefeated.
Absolutely, but it's not even just that. To me, it's also like his mind is just kind of like meh. Like he does not seem 100% committed at this point. I mean, he's still doing his usual like I'm gonna cry and flop, and it looks I think worse now because he's older and all these things. But I don't know. I'd be like, dude, you've had arguably one of a handful of the greatest careers in the history of the league. You'll go down top 5 for most people's eyes, top 2 for a lot. Dude, like, what else you got to do out there? Like, what's the point? You guys are not. I mean, I guess they have a chance of winning a ring,
Yeah.
but you don't think he's gonna play one more season, do you?
No. He has nothing. Let me tell you something. He ain't have nothing to prove now.
I don't
I
think
mean,
so.
he's already accomplished what a lot of people would even dream of.
Well, and winning one
so-
more ring is not going to change people's
No.
opinion about him at all.
No.
Because now you got Luka there. Like you're going to win another ring with another probably future Hall of
Superstar.
Famer.
Right, right.
You know what I mean? Like it's not. It doesn't benefit your legacy in my mind at all. Like
So speaking of NBA, you see, as if the Clippers didn't have a lot more problems. They told Chris Paul,
oh jeez.
"Hey, we don't want you."
So they did him dirty in my mind.
They did.
When he comes out and says, I want to retire as a Clipper. But you heard why.
Yeah.
Dude just thinks he can just basically be the coach from the bench. Not on the court, from the bench. And it's like, you've had that mentality your entire career, which is great, but you're not in that role anymore.
And then I was reading today he was trying to go back to the Pelicans. They don't want him. I read it. They said they don't want him.
I mean, when it's a personality thing like that, it'd be hard to plug him in anywhere unless he's starting 5 and you're having him lead your team, right?
Right.
Yeah, that story about he made a suggestion to his teammates about not having what's his face play the number one person on their team. He's like, he's coming off the bench, give him time to warm up, blah blah. I would recommend you don't do this. So then they don't. The other team obviously scores, and then like the next day at practice, the coach is like, what were you doing? Oh well, he said I shouldn't cover him or whatever it was, and again, Lou's just like, what the hell? Is like, shut the hell up, dude. Like,
yeah, but they team imploded with all this Kawhi stuff.
Well, yeah, that's what. Sorry, it's Kawhi. Yeah, so he was saying Kawhi shouldn't just jump right on the defender since he's just coming off cold. But yeah, I mean, obviously, all that came out with paying him under the table and sorts again.
So that season was doomed before it started.
They've been doomed for years now. They just have a controversy after controversy. But then the create one by just... Oh, here's a funny thing, though. And I think it was misreported initially that they had actually let him go. They didn't let him go. He's still on the team.
It was reported that they let him go.
Yeah, so that's not actually what happened. He was still part of the team. They just sent him home. So they didn't release him. They just sent him home, which
So
again was weird because they waited until
basically you go home and don't come back, and but we're still going to pay you.
Yeah, exactly. It's basically that.
But,
like, you're going to retire now instead of later, basically, right? But it got reported that they released him.
Yeah, I read that.
Which wasn't actually the case.
No.
Which made it even more confusing. The way they handled the whole thing was just bad. Just bad.
But I did hear it. They said he's off the court. They said he's one of the nicest people you ever want to meet.
Oh, well, and I'm sure he's a great leader.
They said on the court
It's just you can't have a leader who's leading from a bench and contradicting the actual leaders there, right? Like that's.
But you know what, bro? I'm gonna tell you this, and you know what I'm gonna say. If that was LeBron doing that, they would be frying him even harder. I'm telling you that.
Yeah, but LeBron would never be like a bench player
No,
like that.
but I'm saying if that was him, come on, bro. They'd be harder on LeBron than Chris Paul.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't see that situation exactly happening, but yeah, I'm sure people, people do love to roast LeBron.
Of course they do.
I mean, he's got so many endeavors going on outside of basketball, dude. Just hang him up. Just call it a
he's
top career, and
he's doing movies.
Podcast stuff, all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
He just signed Nike just signed up for what I was reading. Dude, I have to fact check it. I was reading things that Nike just signed him to a lifetime contract.
That's interesting. Wonder what that looks like.
I'm thinking
like they're going to be putting out like his shoes forever, or
hey, look at Jordan.
Jordan's the exception for one.
Jordan still makes $50 million a year.
He's the original too.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, dude. I mean, I don't know. And Jordan's a gambler too, so it'd be funny for him just to walk up to a table and just drop $50 million. Like, I'll get it again next year when I get my check from Nike. If this bet's on Nike, let's see where it goes. Let's just bet on black, see if it hits.
Right.
Yeah, he's got crazy money.
But LeBron ain't gonna run money either. He's a billionaire playing basketball. He's already a billionaire.
Oh, yeah. He's got so much money. It's stupid. All right, so the last thing, I just want to close it out with this because this is one for us older folk. Lindsey Vonn. You hear what she did?
No.
Dude, she won the World Cup again.
Are you serious?
41 years old. I think it was like 4 or 5 years out of retirement with a freaking reconstructed knee.
Right.
And she just won again.
Wow.
And from like that specific race, the downhill, the margin of victory was like significant. Like she like whooped their ass.
Wow.
41 years old, dude. Coming back after a huge knee injury and being out for years. 41.
So
We got no excuse, dude.
Hey, so I figured out a sport that we could play, bro. In Olympic sport.
Badminton?
Curling.
Oh, yeah, dude, I don't know. Me and ice is not a not a great idea, dude. Like,
But I'm saying, hey, get your broom, go sweep that.
I can sweep and fall at the same time. I'm not. Yeah.
But I'm saying, yeah, you could. Who invented that sport, bro?
The Canadians, of course. What you got to find ways to entertain yourself with all that snow up there, snow and
Then
cold.
you got 3 or 4 guys sweeping the ice. Then you got one who's just like a statue looking at the thing.
Well, yeah, it's like, hey, you gonna go clear the driveway? Yeah, let's go clear the driveway. Let's make a game out of this.
You know what? Let's not use shovels. We're gonna take some brooms out there. Let's go.
Let's see if we can roll this disc while you're sweeping the snow off the driveway. And let's see if I can get to stop right at the end there. And
Not quite to the street.
Not quite to the street. No, yeah. You don't want to get all the way to the street. Just right to the edge. Yeah.
Bro. Oh, man. I would say, bro, I know we're about to wrap this thing up. And so, I got a question for you, my friend.
Yes.
What are we shooting for next year? I know we got one more. I know we're gonna do one more show after this one.
Yeah. I think next year, we can. So I'll be honest, and I have no problem saying this. When you first started coming at me with guests, I was like, well, I was originally thinking it'd just be you and I talking about sports, but then we had guests, and I really enjoyed it, right? So I think that's where we kind of need to scale our audience from, is bring in more guests,
right?
From a business perspective, it'd be great to get some sponsors on here, which would be awesome.
We got leverage now.
We do. I know. Award-winning podcast from Spotify.
Exactly.
Come on, people.
Bro,
come on.
Hey, we've been doing what? How long have we been doing? Like 10 months? How long
yeah. I think we started in March, maybe.
But I'm saying we accomplished that in 10 months.
Yeah.
Imagine what we can do the further we go. Bro.
No, I was serious. When I saw that guy talk about a big achievement, and he said launch a podcast, like, we did that. We did that, and not only did we do it, we did it with just like, we didn't overthink it, which I think is why this has worked for us. Because I'm a very analytical guy. You can ask my wife. I like to think through things and process stuff, right?
Well, we did it first. Remember, we thought about it.
Well, yeah, but we didn't let it stall us, which I think is the problem with a lot of ideas and a lot of people, right? Is you think about it too long, and then you kind of talk yourself out of it, right? Or you just let time go by.
Right.
We eventually just said, let's just frickin' do it. Let's do it. Let's get in there and see what it looks like. And again, we started in the library.
I was about to say the same thing. I was about to say the same thing. We started doing doing our recordings in a room at the library.
Yeah. It was funny, is I feel like I'm becoming a bit of a student of the genre as well. Like, I listen to a lot of podcasts now.
Right.
And I can tell you, we are better than some of the best podcasts out there in terms of, I think, subject matter,
right? How
we articulate things. We just need to get the audience now. I think the only difference between us and some of these top shows is the audience. That's it.
You know, one of my favorite guys I listen to with the podcast. I listen to Joel Klatt.
Oh, I haven't listened to his.
He does. He's the announcer for Fox with Gus Johnson.
Nice.
I listen to his podcast. I listen to his every day.
Yeah.
So I mean, I get the tips from him.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's easy to be a student of the game with so many great podcasts out there. And they're fun to listen to. So
yeah.
And I think that is kind of what separates a lot of them is their guests, right? So
somebody told us they listen to our podcast. They do listen to our podcast. And they said one thing I learned about you, listen to you guys. I said what? They said you guys are pretty knowledgeable about a lot of stuff. I said I told them I said I'm not trying to put fake stuff out there, bro. I said
Yeah.
because if somebody call us out on a fact check, they be like, man, you guys are idiots.
So it's crazy. Yeah, I don't know a lot, but to your point, I don't want to just provide wrong information. Like, I don't have a
Right,
problem giving my opinion. Like, my opinion is what it is. It's not a right or wrong
right,
thing. But yeah, when we're bringing up like actual facts, I want to be as factual as possible. But and again, it kind of goes to the world we live in, where
right,
a lot of the news and stuff you see on media is not accurate. It's just
right.
made up.
Well,
I don't want to
if
do
you
that either.
go if you go look at it, and then you go to you scroll to hit a thing, you scroll down, it'll tell you what the actual thing is.
Oh yeah.
So what that never happened. So I was reading the thing today. I don't know if you saw this. So I'm going through looking at my Facebook, and lo and behold, bam, it pops up. Archie Griffin, they killed him off today, bro.
I'm telling you, man.
It said Archie Griffin face, friends and family wish, Archie Griffin's family well wishes. I go back and look, no,
It's
he's
it's
he's
rough.
still kicking.
Yeah, I use very specific sources to try to keep it as likely to be accurate as possible.
Right.
But I appreciate that people recognize that. That it sounds like we're at least doing our homework and speaking
Yeah, it
based
was
off of
yeah.
facts.
I
So
was talking to a friend of mine last night. He goes, bro, he said, listen, he said, dude, I listen to you guys, and he goes, you guys say something. I go, he said, damn, these guys are spot on. He said, yeah, he said, I like that. He said, I will always listen to you guys now because he said, I know that you guys are pretty much putting facts out there. I mean, like I said, you don't want to put some fake stuff out there and hey, you really got called by the real person.
yeah, and I
It,
mean, again, the number one fact. We started this entire show with one single fact.
yep,
Michael Jordan is the GOAT.
yep.
It's a fact, people.
So
We started with one truth and we've stuck with
yeah,
our
well,
truth.
yeah, we have to. So now we did the golden basketball. Now we need to do one for football.
See, every other sport is so hard. That's the problem. That's why basketball, there's a
I,
conversation around it.
I know 99.9% of people are going to say Tom Brady, the GOAT in football.
It's hard. Dude, him winning in Tampa Bay is so hard not to say that he is. But
No,
you also can't look at
it's not hard.
generations. You can look at like a Jim Brown.
Right.
You can look at, again, the accolades, the championships aren't there, but a Barry Sanders, Walter. I mean, you
Bro,
can look at so many players from the past and be like, it's a different
who,
game now. And
who, my GOAT, my GOAT.
in football,
Yeah,
go ahead.
Joe Montana. Why? Why I pick Montana?
Well, he's undefeated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hey, never lost a
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
I mean,
That wasn't the main thing.
yeah.
He never threw a pick. He never threw an interception.
So
Yeah, Tom
I'm
Brady.
more of a Jerry Rice guy.
Yeah, I like Jerry.
I would go with Jerry before I went with Joe, but I'm just more of a Jerry guy. But again, 49er, of course, is gonna it's
Yeah, but
gonna
think
be
about
our
something.
goat.
Jerry can't get the ball if Joe ain't throwing it to him.
Well, we're Steve,
Yeah, yeah. So like
but
I said,
I get that, and I get people try to like diss his numbers based off the play schemes and things like that. But
right.
dude, here's the thing: you saw his work ethic.
Oh
That's
yeah,
also what set him apart, and then it made sense why he put up the numbers he did and had the
right,
career he did. But football is a tough one.
right,
Golf, I think you can. Well, it can still be an argument. It's definitely generational. It's either Tiger or Jack, and if you're
oh yeah,
over the
of
age
course,
of 50, you're
yeah,
probably gonna say Jack.
of course.
But no, it's definitely Tiger Woods. And I don't know. Let me ask you this then, before we wrap this up. Do you think when you're having that conversation about GOAT, is it solely based on the performance on the court, or do you also look at how they actually transformed the game, the impact they had on the overall
Right.
game? Did you look at the whole thing, the whole picture?
I mean, if you think about it, yeah, like I said, Tom Brady went and he won. He went more times. I'm saying, like I said, I'm not taking nothing away from him. I'm not saying that. Tom Brady is a good quarterback. What I'm saying is, like you said, it is generational. When Tom Brady went, dude, he had one of the best lines that you can put. He never really hardly got touched. Now, think about when Montana was playing, he had a good line, but he didn't have the line Brady had.
Fair, but let me look at this. You look at like a LeBron and Michael.
Right.
Like LeBron will never have the impact globally, especially, but even on the game itself that Jordan had. And to me, same thing with Tiger and Jack. Yeah, okay, Jack's got more majors.
Right. You got to throw Kobe in that too,
But
bro.
but see, that's a problem with Kobe is he emulated Jordan, so he's the second Jordan, so therefore you can't be better than the original in my mind.
Right.
But like Tiger revolutionized the entire world of golf.
That's true.
I mean, he brought in ethnicity, age, different socioeconomic factors into it. Like, I mean, good Lord, the entire world shifted in terms of golf, the love of golf, the enjoyment of golf. I mean, it just completely changed, right? So
That's true.
I mean, if you talk about GOATs in sports, I think you kind of need to lean toward not just what they did in the court, on the field, whatever it is, but also just overall impact. And there's certain players that just...
There's one person that did get left out of the GOAT conversation.
What's that?
Bill Russell.
Well, yeah.
Nobody talked about it. That means I'm saying, not just us, nobody talked about Bill Russell.
Yeah.
Dude,
Well,
that guy had 11 rings.
and you look at like boxing, and you can look at like Muhammad Ali. He had a huge social impact. I
Right.
mean, obviously Tyson's career was interesting, but anybody else, Mayweather, he didn't change the sport.
No.
He just pointed people to death. He didn't. I mean, he wasn't even that fun to watch, really. But you look at somebody like Muhammad Ali, who had losses,
Right.
but I mean, he was unbelievable when it comes to just the society that we had at that time,
Right.
standing up for what he believed in,
Right.
and saying, "I'm not gonna do what I don't believe in," and you guys can penalize me if you want.
So you can say it now, but like you said, it's generational. So you know who you can say boxing right now, generational.
Who's
Who
that?
You can say Chance Crawford.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, that's the only problem with generational is everything's already happened. Everything's
Right.
already changed. So you're not going to have
Right.
somebody who can come in now
Right.
and have that kind of an impact
No.
on society or sport for the most part.
Right.
It'd be hard to. I mean, despite her career so far being fairly lackluster, but Caitlin Clark, right? But that's because the WNBA had a very small market. It was still had a very small fan base. It wasn't profitable.
Right.
So or you can look at the group of girls who've recently come in there,
Right.
have been able to have that kind of impact. But yeah, most major sports, you're not going to have
But you
that
know
anymore.
what? In spite of all of that, they still lost money. The WNBA.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. They started spending a lot more money.
Right.
So,
But they lost money too, though.
yeah, well, they lost less. How about that? That's a win. That's a win in my book. All right, Vic. Always a pleasure. I love where we're going with this. I love that we got some really cool recognition. Nice little surprise. And, to everybody out there, have a wonderful Christmas. We are going to try to do one more episode before that. But have a wonderful holiday, whatever you celebrate. Enjoy the time with your families.
We have to get one more before I hit the road, bro.
I know. We will. All right. Guarantee it, we will. But anyways, I'll say it next time as well. But have a wonderful holiday season. The best thing about the holiday season for me, maybe more for my wife, my road rage is like non-existence because I just put on Christmas music and just kind of just go with the flow, man. That's it. The only time of year where you're gonna catch me just not stressing about driving.
Speaking of that, really quick, what is your favorite Christmas movie? All time.
Elf is, here's what's great about Elf is Jon Favreau set out to make a movie that would last forever. That would be a traditional
There's another one.
Christmas movie that,
That's another
it's
one.
Elf. Well, I've got several, but Elf is, I'm top of this.
My favorite movie is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Okay, so I went to a Christmas party last weekend, and that was playing like nonstop on some channel. I forget who was even playing it, maybe Disney or somebody. I don't remember, but
That
dude,
is one of my favorite movies of all time, bro.
oh my gosh.
Christmas movies.
Oh yeah, no, he's dude. The cat, everything about that movie. Actually, my favorite scene in the entire movie is a sled.
Oh, yeah.
It just, I mean, like a rocket. Like, oh my goodness. Yeah, classic, dude, classic.
But, you say that in closing. I will say the same thing. We've enjoyed 1 year down. We pretty much could come to the end of the first season. And I'll say I'm happy. We're happy of all the results that we're getting so far. I think the biggest goal we have next year, like you said, push for more, get more, more fan support. Try to, get some more guests. And like I said, I've had a blast, bro. I will say this: Dustin is my buddy. I could not have imagined and would not want to do this podcast with anybody except for you, my friend. And I mean that.
Same here. And what's funny is it's an easy excuse for me just to hang out with a friend and shoot the shit for an hour. Like if I told my wife, like, hey, I'm going to go over to Vic's for like an hour and we're just going to do whatever, she'd be like, huh? But I say, hey, we're going to record our podcast. Oh, yeah, do your thing.
Go ahead. It's fine.
Great. It's perfect.
Hey, that's about the work I said.
We're more productive this way. It's awesome. I love it.
But I mean, I like it. I like the way it's going. And I think it's since we got the first year pretty much under, we got the groove going, and I think it's only going to get better, man. I do believe it's only going to get better. The more we do, the more we learn. That's what we're still learning, but the more we learn, the better it's going to be also, because we'll get tips from other people and seeing the ones who've been doing it for a while. And so I think that a lot of people like our show, the reason like our podcast is because we don't force the issue. We let them tell their stories, and they're comfortable doing that. We're not trying to sneak in something, behind their back or ask no. And that's the whole thing about it, is to come and do this, to whoever does our show in the future, you'll enjoy it. It's like sitting around talking to your homies.
Yeah, for sure. It's just an easy conversation.
Yep.
And like most of us, it's about sports, and it's easy. It's easy fun.
Right.
It's easy. It's
Right.
fun. It's entertaining, and we get to laugh. So it's always a great time.
But yeah, for everybody who listened to us this year, thank you guys very much for all the support. Like I said, I think if we're trying to wind down a sponsor, hey, we have 3 awards to our credit. So any sponsors that out there, potential sponsors that are listening, we do have something in our armor.
Absolutely. All right, one more episode to go. We guarantee we'll get one more out before the end of the year. So until next time, let's go Niners.
That's right. I'm Vic. That's Dustin.
Take care, everybody. Shots from the Foul Line Podcast.